Good morning, students. This is the time for computer class, and I am your computer teacher. So, today we are going to discuss a new chapter, MS PowerPoint 2010. I hope all of you must have worked on MS PowerPoint and would have created the presentation over here. So, today we are again going to study the MS PowerPoint 2010, a presentation tool. So, the effective presentation and the communications play an important role in our lives. To express our confidentiality and effectivity, it is important to create an important criteria which is also important in many job profiles. So many of the times the situation arises when we want to communicate or share our ideas with a group of people, and we want to convey them our ideas, our thoughts, our message. For example, a student have to participate in the debate competition, or a marketing person has to convince his client for a new product. In all such situations, the best way to communicate is with the help of visual presentation. So, a presentation comprises slides that contain text, figures, pictures to support our ideas. Many of the times we also use features like animations so that the audience attention can be drawn toward our presentation effectively. So, presentation graphics software. So the next topic that we are going to discuss is presentation graphic software. So what is a presentation graphic software? We can say it is an application software. It is an application software that allow us to create computer based attractive and convincing presentation. So what is presentation graphics software? We can say it is an application software that allow us to create computer based attractive and convincing presentation. There are many different types of presentation graphics software. For example, MS PowerPoint, OpenOffice Impress, Corel presentation, Adobe Persuasion, Kingsoft presentation, etc. So there are many different types of presentation graphics software like MS PowerPoint, OpenOffice Impress, Corel presentation, Adobe Persuasion, Kingsoft presentation, etc. These were some of the examples of presentation graphics software. So now the next topic that we are going to discuss is about the features of presentation graphics software. So as earlier discussed, the presentation graphics software allow us to create multimedia presentation with the help of slides, text, images, videos, animation, link, sound, all can be combined on each slide and we can make our presentation. So let us learn some of the features of presentations graphics software. Number one, what are the main features? Number one is our presentation graphic software help us to create slide that contains combination of text, images, videos, animation, links, sound to communicate your ideas. So the first feature is it allow us to create slides that contain combination of text, images, videos, animations, links, etc. So the first feature of presentation graphic software is that we are going to create it with the help of slides, and it allows us to create slides that contain combination of text, images, videos, animation, links, etc. So this is the first feature. What is the second feature? It allows us to add animation effects on the various elements like on text, on images, etc., with the help of which each slide appears after a certain amount of time or when a button is pressed, so that the importance can be given on certain point. So the main second feature is it allows us to add animation effects. It allows us to add animation effects on each slide. Now what does the slide will contain? The slide will contain text, images, videos, animation, links, etc. And we can add animation on our slides, on the content of our slides, so that the slide or the content that is present in it appears after a certain amount of time that we have fixed, or when we press any button of a mouse or keyboard, then only that content or slide would get appear, so that we can focus our attentions on the important points. This was the second feature. Number 3, it is a feature of Slide Master. Now what does the Slide Master do? The Slide Master generally allow us to set the style like font size, background, that once we have set on a Slide Master, then the entire presentation will be representing that style only. All the slides that comes under that Slide Master will represent that font size, background, etc. So number 3 features is it has the feature of Slide Master. It has the feature of Slide Master. So what does Slide Master do? I am again repeating it. The Slide Master allow the styles like font size, background color, background image, etc. that to be set once on a Slide Master, and then we can use it throughout on our presentations. The next fourth point is it helps us to add transitions. Now what does transition do? The transition, in transition we generally specify how the slides will be moving from one slide to another, or how the presentation that consists of various slides in which the slide will be moving or advancing from one to another. So transition generally includes several features that are set on the slides, and we can add the features on those slides which represents the movement of one slide to the next, or the current slide being moved in some way to show the next slide as it comes in the presentation. So the fourth feature is it enables us to add transition. It enables us to add transition. So the transition, generally one basic thing that we must remember is that the transition, we mostly use transition to set the effects on the slides, so that how one slide moves and the other slides comes on the screen for presenting the content. The fifth feature is it allows us to add slide notes. The slide notes are really helpful for the presenter as these notes are associated with the current slide, which are visible on display. The audience is able to see just the slide on the screen from a projector, and the notes that have been written below the slides help the person or the presenter to specify any of the notes that is associated with the current slide. So the fifth point is it enables us to add slide notes. Now the sixth point, it provides many standard templates and themes for developing the slides. Many of the templates are inbuilt with the help of which we can make our own presentations. So it provides many standard template and themes for developing slides. So these were certain basic features of presentation graphic software. First, it allows us to create slide which will contain text, images, videos, animation, link, etc. Second, it allows us to add animation effect on the slides. Third, it has the feature of slide master with the help of which we can add styles on a slide and then to the other slides. Number fourth, it helps us to add transitions which allow the movement of one slide and the advancing of next slide. Number fifth, it helps us to add slide notes which is very useful for the presenter. Number six, it provides many inbuilt templates and themes for developing the slides. These were the certain basic features of presentation graphics software. Now we move to the next topic, that is Introduction to PowerPoint. Introduction to PowerPoint 2010. So what is PowerPoint? We can say MS PowerPoint 2010 is a presentation software which is developed by Microsoft company. So it is a part of MS Office. With the help of MS PowerPoint, we can make slide presentations which include animations, images, videos, links, etc. So MS PowerPoint include all the features that is necessary for making the presentation a professional one. So what is PowerPoint? We can say MS PowerPoint is a presentation software. Developed by Microsoft. So how to start the MS PowerPoint? Now the next topic is starting MS PowerPoint. So there are different options available for starting the MS PowerPoint. First of all, what we have to do is click on the start button. So where is start button available? The start button is available on the taskbar, remember. So click on the start button. From the start button, click on all programs. And then number 3, click on start button, click on all programs. Then number 3, search for Microsoft Office from all programs. So first of all, we have to click on the start button. As soon as we click on start button, we have to click on the all programs, and in the all programs we have to search for Microsoft Office. And when we find the Microsoft Office, we have to click on MS PowerPoint 2010. Click on MS PowerPoint 2010 after finding on MS Office. After finding it on MS Office, the PowerPoint window will get appear before us. Many of the times we have the icon of PowerPoint on the desktop only. So if we have the icon of PowerPoint and desktop, then by double clicking on it, the window of PowerPoint will get appeared before us. So now let us come to the next topic, the component of MS PowerPoint 2010. Component of MS PowerPoint. We have studied about the component of MS Word. We also have studied about the component of MS Excel. Now we are going to study about the component of MS PowerPoint. So the first component that we are going to study over here is title bar. Title bar. So the title bar is a horizontal bar that is present on the top of the PowerPoint. It displays the name of the file, and after displaying the name of the file, it displays the name of the program, which is in the case is Microsoft PowerPoint. So by default, the name of the PowerPoint file is presentation 1. When we have not saved the PowerPoint file, it is represented by presentation 1 on the title bar. Once we have saved it, then the saved name will appear in place of presentation 1. So we also have the minimize button, the maximize button, and the close button on the right side of the title bar. And we also have the quick access toolbar on the left side of the title bar. So the title bar is the horizontal bar which is at the top of the PowerPoint. It is the horizontal bar at the top of PowerPoint window. At the top of PowerPoint window. Suppose consider this is the PowerPoint window over here, and the top bar over here is the title bar. So here it is represented by presentation 1, minimize button, maximize button, and close button on the right side of title bar. And then we have quick access toolbar where we have the file options, the save button, undo, redo, etc. The next component is quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar. So the quick access toolbar is located at the top left corner of the title bar. So it is located at the top left corner, of title bar. It is located at the top left corner of title bar. So it mostly contain that commands which are most frequently used in PowerPoint, like saving the slides or undo, redo, etc. Now the next component that we have over here is ribbon. So what is ribbon? So the ribbon is located just below the title bar. It is located just below the title bar. It is located just below the title bar. Just below the title bar. And it has 3 components. It has 3 components. What are the 3 components of it? Number 1, tab. Number 2, group. And number 3, commands. Number 3, commands. So What is ribbon? So ribbon is located just below the title bar. It contains the three components like tab, commands and group. So what are tab? The tab are the top part of the ribbon. They contain many specific functions like home tab, insert tab, design tab, transition tab, animation tab, slideshow tab, review tab, view tab, etc. Groups. Now each tab is divided into several groups. Each tab has its own group and command. The group contains several related commands and the name appears below the group on the ribbon. For example, we have a number of commands in groups like clipboard, slides, fonts, etc. What are command? Each command appears under the group. We have to click on them to perform different actions. Like this is the example of ribbon. The components of ribbon, like this is the tab. This is the tab button over here. The file tab, the home tab, the insert tab, design tab, transition tab, animation tab, slideshow tab, review tab, view tab. So each tab has several groups. Like when we click on the home tab, we have several groups like paste, new. These are the several groups. They are divided. Like look, this is the group of clipboard. This is the group of slides. Each group contains several commands over here. Like this is the clipboard. It contains several commands like paste, format painter, copy, cut, etc. This is the font group. The font group contains various commands like bold, italic, underline, strike through, etc. This is the paragraph command. It contains the alignment, the bullets, the spacing, etc. So all these tab, commands and groups, they come under the ribbon. So the ribbon has three components. The first is the tab. What is a tab? It is located below. It is located just below the title bar. It is the top part of the ribbon. It contains many groups which contain the commands. What a group? Each tab is divided into several groups. Each tab has its own group and commands. The group consists of several commands. Now what are commands? The commands appear within each group. We have to click on it to make the work done. Now the next topic that we have is file tab. File tab. So what does the file tab contain? It contains several commands which help us to manage the files and setting in MS PowerPoint. We can save our presentation, we can open the presentations, we can create the new presentations or the print options, the close, the exit. All these options are available on the file tab. Next we have slide area. Slide area. So what is slide area? The slide area is the place where we design or create the presentation. We can add, edit, delete the text, images, shapes, multimedia such as audio, video. All these can be put in the slide area. So the slide area is the main part where we design our presentation. We can put our text over here, we can write the text, we can create the links over here, we can add the buttons over here, we can also add, delete the text, we can draw the images, can put the background colors or images over here, and can add multimedia effects like transition effects, the animation effects on the content of the slides. So now the next content that we have is help button. All these are the component of MS PowerPoint. Remember, help button. So what does the help button provide? The help button provides the help on the topics that are related to MS PowerPoint, and we can use it whenever we need it. So it is a type of tutorial which provides help on various topics. The next component is slide tab. Slide tab. So the slide tab displays all the slides of a presentation in a sequence one after another. We can add, delete or record the slides in the slide area. We can also change the slide number from the top to last or last to top or in the middle. The next component is view button. View button. So the view buttons are located at the bottom of the presentation window. MS PowerPoint offers 4 different types of views of a presentation. They are the normal view, the slide sorter view, the reading view, and the slide show view. We will discuss all these views one after another in the later sections. The next is notes sections. The next component is notes section. The notes section allows us to add notes on each of the slides for the presentation. These notes does not get appear on the screen during the presentation, as they are for the quick reference for the presenter. They help a lot to the presenter. The next component is zoom control. Zoom control. So what does zoom control consist of? It consists of the sliders which on the left or the right to the zoom, which we can slide. We can click on the plus and the minus button to increase or decrease the zoom. When we click on plus button, the size of the zoom will increase, and when we click on minus button, the size of the zoom will decrease. And the last component is status bar. Status bar. This is the last component of MS PowerPoint. So the status bar is the horizontal bar which is at the bottom of the presentation. So it displays us about the slide information like the themes, the total number of slides that we have created, the languages, the views button, the zoom slider, etc. So all these are represented in the status bar. So these were the component of MS PowerPoint. So students, in this window, in this MS PowerPoint 2010 chapter, what we have discussed? First, we have discussed about the presentation graphics software, what it is, the definition of it, the examples of presentation graphics software. Next, we have described the several features of MS PowerPoint 2010, or we can say the presentation graphics software, the several features of it. Next, we have discussed introduction to PowerPoint, what is PowerPoint, how to start the PowerPoint, the different steps which we should follow to start the PowerPoint. And the next topic that we have discussed is component of MS PowerPoint. The different components like title bar, quick access toolbar, ribbon. What is ribbon? What are the different components of it? Next, we have discussed the file tab, the slide area, the help button, the slide tab, the views button, the notes section, the zoom control, the status bar. All these were the different component of MS PowerPoint. So student, I hope you would understand the topics that I have discussed over here. If you have any of the doubt, you can ask me in the Zmeet classes. Thank you.